Hello， 大家好，我係阿天，咁我哋翻嚟繼續玩呢個麥池鎮嘅旅程啦。咁上一集咧就講我哋咧俾條女咧就原來係衰人嚟嘅，咁佢攞支槍指住我哋，我一開波咧以為係隻鬼嗰個人咧，咁真係有個人咁嘅人存在啦。咁但係原來佢係一個異世界嚟嘅人啦，資訊量有啲大。如果你想知道多啲少少嘅嘢咧，就建議大家可以睇翻上一集。
Still missing an energy source. We also need a coolant. Also, an interface. And last but not least, a particle accelerator. I don't even know where to begin.
Don't worry, you know it in theory. Now, the quantum discriminator emits a coherent Tetrian beam into the portal.
Projecting a metaphasing trajectory matrix.
Precisely. Then the projected tachyon pulses allow us to modulate the frequency in such a fashion that
the portal synchronizes with the exact temporal quantum coordinates. A rift in space-time.
Exactly.
This is sensational.
I thought you'd like it.
簡單啲講就係而家我哋要幫後面嗰個男人啦，就翻返去個世界。咁我哋要整呢個咩量子鑑別器，咁整掂就得啦。咁但係問題係我哋需要4個 item 咁先至可以搞掂呢單嘢，要周圍搜集4樣嘢，係啦。因為間房太多嘢啦，我未睇。我哋一次過睇一睇間房入面有啲咩先啦。
A small collection of hydrinos. An ectoplasm interference oscillator. A hyperlogic coupler. An empty jar. A cosmic slipstream capacitator. That's a prototype of the Valentine, a gift from a friend. That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda. Gasoline powder. Interphasic coil spanner, quantum flux regulator, ODN recoupler, scissors. Interphasic. It's an excerpt of the Tonklin Diary.
喺個樣呢個似係我哋要整嗰個咩粒量子唔知咩鑑別器咯，可能有4個 parts 咯，我要逐樣整。Quantum 唔知咩 data 咁樣係。
How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
You don't look so good. Sorry I said that.
No, it's cool, really. I get that a lot.
About the quantum discriminator.
Yes?
I totally lost track.
Take a look. If this was my dimension, I'd recommend using one of those handy 90,000 volt batteries. I'm afraid that's not an option.
Whew. That's a lot of juice we're needing.
We do need a particle accelerator as well. Has to be small enough to fit in there.
A brown tube, maybe? From a TV set?
Could work.
I just had an idea.
An interface to control the device. Get creative on that. A keyboard, buttons, any kind of interface.
I understand.
And a really potent coolant. It's going to burst if you can't keep the temperature low.
What do you have in mind?
Water won't do. Think of something.
Okay, I'll be back soon. How are you?
Don't worry.
So you really are from another dimension, right?
I was fleeing. I just stepped through the portal and crashed here.
Fleeing?
There were bad things happening back home. And as soon as I stumbled out of the portal, those really wicked scientists got hold of me. They sure love their tests. You really don't want to mess with them.
I think I met them too.
I escaped, went undercover, and since then, tried to find a solution to finally get home. Which is where you come into play.
This is so incredible. All my calculations, all my predictions. It's going to take years of studies to understand. I always thought parallel universes and different realities were a predictable possibility. But this? I don't even know where to begin.
Don't worry, you know it in theory.
How did you escape?
Through the door, when they weren't watching.
What were you fleeing from? In your dimension, I mean.
Someone blew up our planet. I would rather not talk about it.
How did you manage to hide all this time?
I made a small fortune playing a card game they fancy here. Doppelkopf.
Single hand coming out?
Look at that. No, of course not. That's not really what it's all about, though.
The old trumps.
I had never given the concept of money much of a thought before. I believed it was a rather crazy idea. But I certainly do know how to play. With that money, I went into hiding. Slowly disintegrating, trying to find a way back home.
Really? That's it? End of story? All that jazz? The money? The need to get back home? And you just went into hiding?
Sort of.
How are you?
Don't worry.
So when you were talking about the outlines of reality,
I'm not an expert, but, well, I think it's coming from the neural network making up your consciousness. It temporarily disintegrates during the experience and then suddenly reintegrates. The real world, its outlines become somewhat twisted, warped. You may feel some sort of tranquility. Now that I think of it, yes, there's a certain peaceful quality to it. And a deep realization of cosmic quality when you see yourself reflected in the universe. It is an extraordinarily distinctive sensation. You have to try it sometime.
like, say, an insubstantial, incorporeal blackness? Somewhat energetic? Astronomical? The void?
Exactly. How do you know that?
I think I've seen it. I've heard it. So what do we do now?
First, second, third, save Lazarus Taft.
What's that gooey stuff? Is that your blood?
Oh, my body is disintegrating.
What do you mean?
It is the effect one has to bear when staying in another dimension for too long.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
其實講咗咁耐都好似都唔係啲好有用嘅資訊咯，係俾啲 background 我哋啫嘛，即係大概講翻佢係
What's that goo? What
即係
is-
個故
does
事
it
嘅
hurt?
background 咯
Yes.，
唔係幫我哋揾到嗰4個 item 嘅嘢啦。但係佢講電視機嘅，所以我覺得應該係落去樓下搞下靚妹部電視機。佢睇緊電視唔知搞唔搞得啊？但係
A brand new episode of
阿靚妹應該睇緊，佢會唔會喊嬲豬？
There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum discriminator. The kid will be traumatized for her entire life if I just disassemble her only friend. I don't think I can do this. She's back in a trance. Hi, Lainey. What's cracking?
They are showing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever so riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there, can't you see?
But there is ice cream and cotton candy waiting outside.
I'll think about it. But for now, I need to keep on watching.
She's back in her...
應該要揾方法引開阿靚妹。啲嘢食係咪轉咗新嘢啊？
modern cuisine.
好似上次係污糟邋遢啲嘅，今次應該係一啲新鮮嘅食物啊。
Garnished with spike-resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby.
我攞咗啲乜嘢啊？佢冇解釋過係乜嘢嚟，好似咖喱咁嘅物體咯，但係綠色㗎。
I've already... I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trunk. A dim oil, some of the... There's something... I wanted to return your fishing rod.
Good! Did you get a bite?
Kind of.
There is a lot going on in this lake, I can tell you, Professor. Just the other day, I caught a red herring this big. So, let me take a look for your pawned item. Ah, there you are. Here's your whistle.
佢漏笠咗我哋支按摩棒喎。
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your whistle, your whistle.
I'm sure I'd recognize this whistle if it were my whistle. I left you something completely different.
Right. What was it then?
我的畢加索，畢加索點
My
講？
Picasso.
You little rascal. As I said, here...
係咪一定㗎？即係係咪攞唔翻㗎啦？個按摩器？
So, Professor, did you take a look-see around the area?
You could definitely say so.
我想要翻，咦可以叫佢取消
You
報
may
警
call off the police.
How come?
It was a simple misunderstanding.
But the inspector is already on his way.
Then just call him off in person if he's early.
As you wish.
Would you mind looking for my real deposit?
Come again.
My massage rod.
Your what?
Never mind.
八婆，你攞咗我個按摩器去做乜嘢？
My...
Your what?
Never
唔
mind.
得咯，攞唔翻啊！攞
Oh,
唔翻
yes,。of course.
應該嗰個哨子係有用。
Does the name Lazarus Taft ring a bell with you?
Haft. Oh, yes, indeed. Doppelkopf player. If you ask me, he's a sham. Ripped my guests off to the last penny. Shady type. You better not get involved with him.
Oh, I think I already... Well... Ah, never mind. I'll be...
Make yourself...
佢第一眼見到我哋嗰支按摩棒咧，其實佢已經好興奮嘅，所以我覺得佢應該係好中意嗰支按摩棒。見你咁寂寞，俾你啊，好俾你嘅支按摩棒，反正就執翻嚟。哇，原來仲有人㗎！我成日覺得好似冇晒人咁嘛，有啲攤檔。
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know my name?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
How much for a ticket?
One ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
So, are there any prizes?
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
I'll be leaving then.
有估啊！我哋應該係要用其他方法執又好、搶又好，乜都好啦，係要攞到嗰張飛翻嚟去抽佢嘅
The
獎。
mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing... Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids.
Patience, just a moment, pal.
呢個又係有古怪，古古怪怪。
Baron Otto Teton of Truberbrook Suds, reunited with his tomcat claws. Baron,
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
the pleasure is all mine. How is Claus doing?
He's resting. My loyal claws.
Are you enjoying the festivities?
Yes, take a look around. All these lights, the beautiful music. This is my Truberbrook, in all its splendor and glory.
Have you ever heard the name Lazarus Tuft?
Taft, yes, a real good-for-nothing. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Truberbrook, but I was suspicious of this Mr. Taft right from the beginning. If you ask me, you better not mingle with him.
Oh, I think I already... Well, I need to be on my way.
Until
A cone of roasted almonds. 10 pfennigs. I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds right away. There you are, sir.
哦，敲行人呢個係嗰
step
啲
right up, step
大力
right up.
錘揼落
Wanna
去之後，
put your bronze
嘟
to
嘟
the
嘟
test?
上咗去嗰啲，試試
Why
看
not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind. Step, mister!
Is there a prize to be won?
Course. The winner of the night gets a trophy.
Oh, okay. Consider me.
嚇有玩，會唔會勁啲啊？今次有獎分，大啲抌。OK，得我
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead.
誒個哨子有用啊！咦個哨子唔知做乜嘅，掉佢。哦，啊，係烏鴉，我引咗好多烏鴉過嚟啊！頂，我以為個烏鴉企喺上個桶度，個桶會跌落嚟添。
This bucket seems to have been hung here for.
係裝飾用嘅。咁做咩啊？吹哨子我嚟做咩㗎？其實好奇怪喎。
He's wearing a violin neck for a peg leg.
Arr, beautiful here, ain't it?
Very. What's a sailor man doing out here in the sticks?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't those stereotypical sailor's clothes you were wearing?
So?
What happened to your leg?
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got me this nice new leg. And due to a timely taken disability insurance, I now may enjoy a quite decent invalidity pension. Far away from the stormy sea.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. So you have a fear of water?
Aye. Thalassophobia. It all started when I was a little boy, back home, on a sweet summer's day. I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, it's still haunting me today. I nearly drowned back then. Later I realized that was the day I developed this terrible, terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a sailor man if you're so scared of water?
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailor man.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
I think I'm needed elsewhere.
我哋睇晒啦，呢一個嘅版圖嘅所有嘢啱，暫時咁應該嚟緊會都好多嘢做嘅，應該係啊，因為佢突然間多咗咁多人物咧，肯定係啲錯綜複雜嘅關係。咦，間鋪開咗係咪啊？上次我哋嚟嗰間鋪都係閂咗，我仲以為荒廢咗，原來佢會開門嘅喎，但好似冇人喺度。
Hansen's ice cream. 好似冇嘢撳到嗰間嘢，
跟住咧有啲似我以前細個咧屋企樓下嗰個燒烤場咧，我唔知你哋而家仲有冇啦。以前咧啲燒烤場係冇咁多嗰啲即係一個個大場，跟住你入去人哋幫你透爐噶嘛。咁啊只有嗰啲即係自己霸爐啦，即係可能晏晝就已經要去霸定今晚嘅爐咁嗰啲咧。咁嗰啲場咧通常咧附近會有個好細個咁嘅亭嘅。咦？係咪冇路行噶啦嘛？係嘛？呢度係我哋一開始嗰度嚟噶嘛？但係呢個位做乜嘢啊？搞笑喎！呢度有個位棘住咗，係咪中個北啊？
The streetlight is flickering, typical case of light pollution.
但係佢呢度好似可以再過去咁嘅喎，我唔知點解會咁樣喎。因為嗰啲樹嗰個位咧有得撳喎，但係佢又好似唔俾我哋撳喎。其實係咪所有嘅樹啊，嗰啲高高地嗰啲位置都可以吹烏鴉嚟？啲烏鴉係有啲咩特別㗎？喂，呢個可以掉啲嘢喎。頭先嗰個咩敲杏仁，我引佢落嚟食，咁點啊？啲烏鴉係咪俾咗啲嘢我哋？我又唔覺得啲烏鴉有嘢撳喎。
That's a ticket for the raffle.
誒
This must be my lucky day.
我哋竟然獲得一張彩券喎！哦，咁我哋可以去抽獎啦。頭先佢咪話冇晒嘅啲烏鴉，我試下吹翻走上去睇下佢會唔會有啲嘢剩低喺度先。頭先但係肯定嗰張嗰張咩彩券咧，就係我哋去嗰個咩抽獎，佢話冇晒。如果我哋揾到嘅話，就可以拎過嚟俾佢。咦，我以為我再吹佢上翻去添。好，咁我哋而家過去換獎品先。
Step right up! Every ticket's a winner, no blanks, guaranteed! Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that, you're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? This is your prize, a can of cat food, generously provided by the Truberbrook Advertisers Association.
Oh my. Thanks.
Well, enjoy.
我哋抽到個 cat food， 我覺得應該係同人交換嘅，尤其是一講 cat 就會諗起個阿伯，之前嗰個咩克勞斯係嘛？克勞唔知咩嘅。
Mr. Tan,
My pleasure.
睇下先。
I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win anything?
I won a pair of hiking boots. Take a look at me. How am I supposed to wander anywhere? You, on the other hand, Mr. Tannhauser, you look like the type to be struck by wanderlust once in a while. What about you? Did you have any luck with your ticket?
I won this.
Excuse me, is that cat food by any chance? I am asking on behalf of Klaus. He loves cat food. Would you mind making a trade?
What do you have in mind?
You leave this delicious can of cat food to Klaus and me, and in return, I give you this new pair of hiking boots, size 13. What do you think?
我諗係咪都要換㗎啦
Sounds like
嘛
a perfect deal. So let's make
我哋
it
攞
so.
住咁 cat
Will
food
be
都
to
冇意
your
思，
benefit.
可能我哋要逐個同人交換啊咁。睇下先，攞住對13，你冇鞋着喎，你係咪要鞋啊？我見到你冇鞋着喎。
I just need a moment to reach operational temperature.
呢條友好神秘嘅。睇下先，呢個都冇鞋着喎。你咧？你都冇鞋着喎。好，抽
I saw
彩。
you at the raffle, right? Did you win?
Arr, just this voucher
哇！
for
佢
the
有
boat
船
trip.
飛啊！
Man, I hate water.
我哋應該要換到佢張
A pair
船
of
飛
hiking
啊咁。
boots. but they are too large for me.
你要唔要啊？佢冇話
About the
要。
raffle, did you win? A pair of hiking boots.
OK，即係啱嘅。佢着個咁嘅樣，其實唔應該着鞋嘅。睇先，阿哥嚟咧，阿哥。Shit！ 啊，又要再哼多次。我以為我同佢撳掣可以，佢會傾偈啊。睇嚟佢應該冇關係條友。呢度冇人喎，山頂嗰度冇上過。
Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery.
山頂我哋想試下上山頂。頭先我哋都冇上過山頂，唔知道有啲咩。有個女人喺度。睇先，我傾下偈先。好型喎個女人。咦，佢冇着鞋喎。
Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air. Can you smell it? Spruces.
Spruces, firs, pines. I was always bad at telling conifers apart.
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Why? What's your name?
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhäuser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa.
咦？冇講過對鞋嘅嘢嘅點解？
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones.
What do you mean?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things, you have to see them. You're from around these parts?
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
係再試多次先。
Smoke?
No thanks.
佢講嘅嘢都唔同㗎。佢次次講嘅嘢都唔同㗎喎。
I'm not going to use this thing.
但係啊，我好明顯我就覺得佢係應該要嗰堆登山 boot 嘅。
A meteor crashed down on the other side of the lake.
湖嘅另一邊，唔知啊。
A meteor crashed down on the other side of the lake.
綠色光其實都好詭異嘅成件事，有隕石墜落，但係有綠色光。E.T. 嚟㗎呢單嘢係，但唔知點樣可以 activate 到佢去同我哋傾交換杯。我覺得好大機會係佢，因為佢個人都好高好大，即係着到咁大件，然之後佢又冇一隻 boot， 但係爭在未 activate 到。
I noticed a marking on one of the rocks. A hexagon. It's the logo of the Millennium Cooperative. So what are you doing up here, all on your own? Fed up with all the hurly-burly down there?
I just like traveling. Always on the road, hiking and all that.
So you're taking a break?
Oh, I lost my hiking boots. They just slipped over the railing. And now they're gone. If you ask me, we are really all in the same vast backyard. All this madness. Looking for some kind of meaning. Anything at all.
哎呀，有得揀啊！抽彩啊！太
I
好
saw
啦
you down there at the raffle.
Yes, I tried my luck.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. Such a letdown. I've sworn off the devil's dealings. You?
I'm in possession of a pair of hiking boots. Didn't you say you lost yours?
Yes, indeed. I'd exchange anything from my inventory for a new pair of hiking boots. Would you trade with me by chance? Your hiking boots in exchange for my snuff tobacco.
Fair enough.
好，我哋而家獲得鼻煙
Oh,
盒。
thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit too.
鼻煙盒係咪即係煙草啊？
Sounds a bit like you're going through a life crisis.
Oh no. Quite the opposite is true. I gained insight. That's what I did. Insight. Exactly. That's it.
What about the locals? Do you know them?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every year. Why?
You know a man called Lazarus Tuft?
Yes, I do. Fascinating man. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions. He rarely ever visits town. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking around here. Anyway, let them talk. That's my position.
I've got to go.
Okay. Have a nice evening. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally, I can make off again.
Farewell.
好，唔知呢個鼻煙盒可以同咩人交換？我係剩翻，其實都剩翻個水手啫，係嘛？大隻佬同個水手。呢個又冇啊，石鴨仔嗰個，石鴨仔嗰個冇反應嘅。呢個
Patience.
呢條友都係麻麻地，大隻佬冇反應。你呢？咦啱喎，鼻煙盒佢要。
About the raffle, did you win?
Man.
I won.
Is that snuff tobacco? Would you like to make a deal?
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to have the voucher in exchange? You know, that's what I got at the raffle tonight.
That's from the local boat rental.
Yes. Do you want it?
Okay, let's make it so.
All right. Deal.
哇！我哋獲得船飛正，咁我哋應該可以去嗰個咩隕石墜落嗰個，因為佢要去湖另一邊。咦？佢樣同嗰個抽獎券嗰個唔似樣嘅，好似呢隻狐狸做乜嘢啊？嚟，我而家要過海，唔係上船。
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth tonight.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for the swimming animals?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fashion next year anyway. My bet is on...
Extraterrestrials.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll be leaving.
嗰隻係佢隻船嚟㗎，沉㗎喎，半邊沉咗喎，佢一邊冇咗嗰個浮嗰嚿嘢喎，玩啊？點答啊？
It doesn't look all too seaworthy. There's a leak in the bow, and the paddle wheel seems to be missing.
有啲古怪啊！隔離嗰個行唔行得㗎？我想睇下可唔可以，我覺得呢個應該行得㗎。誒得啦，因為頭先隻狐狸仔行咗過去啊。誒隻狐狸仔上咗去，好搞笑佢。哇！亂撞光一樣。
I see an environmental disaster of at least medium proportions. 佢哋係咪可以幫我揾多啲有用嘅嘢？ Beverly, my image of this innocent place has been tainted. I found a trash dump right in the middle of these woods, probably long established by the locals. The question arises, who would sink so low? An agreeable apple tree. Keep out. Packets and groceries delivery. Whistle 2 times, leave delivery on doormat, and exit the area. No advertisements.
Bingo. 我唔知喎，是但揀一個啫。誒，好彩啫，我唔知我哋撞中咗定求其吹都得。不過唔緊要。
Hello。
上去啦 ，Hello。 上面仲可以有張小台
A
喺度，
perfect spot for a bench.
可以坐睇風景。我姑姑 serious interference with the environment。好，有個阿伯喺度啊！呢個阿伯頭先好似抽獎嗰時都見過佢嘅背影喎。
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to disturb.
Didn't you read the sign?
Signs? Which signs?
Very funny. You're one of them. I know. Confess.
One of them? Oh no, not again. Okay, I'll tell you once and for all, I'm not an alien. I don't care what you believe.
A what? An alien? Now you think you've been clever, don't you?
No, sir. And just in case you want me to take part in any tests, let me tell you.
You government guys are getting more and more annoying.
Wait, government guys?
I already told you guys last time. Not on my watch. Name and rank soldier. You're with the CIA, BND, HVA, FBI, NSA. Spit it out!
Name's Tannhauser. I'm a quantum physicist on vacation.
Liar! That's ridiculous! You better tell me the truth, or else... Say something!
What's with all that garbage?
Okay, I guess you're right. The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. Quite the opposite, in fact. So, what are you doing here anyway? The truth this time, the whole story!
Well, it all began a few weeks ago, when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey. And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you. Now, about the part with the Millennium Cooperative. I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
我哋講咗一大堆我哋嘅嘢，但係佢冇
This
講過佢
windmill
嘅嘢。
provides electricity to the treehouse. Autonomous and sustainable.
咁嘅嘢可以發到電。哦，我攞咗佢嗰個齒輪，跟住成間屋冇晒電咯。
What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's me friend, sleepy fella.
Special Agent Hans Tannhauser. I'm with the FBI.
Very funny.
What do you know about the Millennium Cooperative?
I know they're a bunch of powerful people. A secret society, like the Freemasons or the Illuminati. They are directing from the shadows, globally, playing governments like puppets on strings. They surely built something fishy up there in the mountains. I always knew it.
Ever heard the term Saturn Portal?
Of course. In theory, the Saturn portal describes a kind of interdimensional opening, a gate to the stars, like a crossroads or a junction in space-time.
That sounds familiar. So why are you living out here on your own?
The government obviously believes that I'm a threat, so they declared me insane and put me in the sanitarium. Back in the days when it used to be a real sanitarium, before the cooperative took over. When things went down the drain, I realized that people like me, have no place in a society like this. People like me have to disappear. Go undercover. We have to resist until our day comes.
That sure sounds a lot like science fiction to me.
Well, it's all arcane theoretical physics, blending modern science with occult magic. They are trying to establish a connection to the southern pole of Saturn using Birkeland currents. Birkeland currents, ever heard of that? They flow through the Earth's magnetosphere out into the cosmos, in form of an electric plasma stream, a twisted helix, a conduit right up to Saturn, to free the entities trapped in there. If you look at the northern pole of Saturn, you will recognize that shape, the hexagon.
I think I've heard enough. Nice talking to you.
Feel free to visit me any...
The landscape vaguely reminds me of home. It's a bass tuba. No way. Brass is my kryptonite. And contact alert. Detailed blueprints for a bunker layout. Odd. I'd rather not sniff around. Self-defense. A shopping list. Rations, canned meals, tinfoil, magazines. This light bulb is wind-powered, 100% clean energy.
係咪唔可以幫我開翻燈啊？我有啲擔心係我熄咗佢盞燈之後，搞到好多嘢撳唔到啊！因為之前都試過咧，熄個燈之後開唔到嘛。但係我出緊少少貓，因為我睇下有幾多交叉位。交叉位係我係顯示咧，有冇啲咩我哋可以撳，但係我 miss 咗。
What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's...
呢game 其實幾好嘅，佢有個交叉位嘅。咁咧即係萬一你真係棘住咗喺度嘅時候咧，你可以開佢出嚟咧，睇下有冇啲真係你唔記得咗撳咯。係啊，譬如咁樣啦，會見到好多交叉位啦。嗱，咁跟住譬如蘋果，我哋 miss 咗啦。
These fruits are mine to pick up.
我會好忍唔住咧，成日撳嗰個交叉位，發現到呢個好適合我呢啲咧，成日都眼大睇過聾人。呢個蓋，平時咧打機咧，如果 miss 咗攞一啲資源咧，你最多係攞唔到啦，可能整少啲嘢啊，個 collection 集少嗰啲嘢啦。咁但係如果玩呢一啲 game 咧，我 miss 咗嘅話咧，其實係過唔到版噶嘛。咁所以咧，只可以講話係我係唔可以 miss 咗咯。喂，做咩啊？盞燈俾我踢一踢壞位咗喎，跟住有堆螢火蟲喺度。係，儲咗一間螢火蟲我哋。冇啦，我哋啱得一個，不能貪心，只能夠儲咗一啱，唔知我哋做乜。不過我哋肯定就係我哋要解決嘅就係呢隻船啊！呢隻船唔知點樣搞，先至可以 fix 到。 誒，原來可以攞喎。
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. About the paddle boat over there? It doesn't seem particularly seaworthy.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it has a leak. The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either, if you ask me.
Oh my. You see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the dry dock. Do you think you could help me fix it? I can't really leave my post right now.
I'll have a look at it.
係咪扮嘢㗎？佢點可能唔知隻船有問題啊？我哋有好多嘢可以放上去，完全唔知點解喎。我連嗰兜嘢係咩都唔知喎。喺個 buffet 度攞出翻嚟嗰兜嘢。
This should fix the leak.
唔知咩嚟㗎？係咪有啲我係抿住個窿啊？
for a paddle wheel.
喂
It's much too cold to go for a swim right now.
咩叫太凍？哦。
It's much too cold to go for a swim right now.
即係未得啊！
You fixed the... How can I ever thank you?
Don't worry about it.
No, I insist. Please take this as a symbol of my appreciation.
This postcard will help me find my way around.
吓？一張個 postcard 可以翻埋位？抽象到
Thanks.
唔抽象喎，點樣翻埋 way around 啊？我唔係好知嗰隻船，佢又話搞掂咗，但係我又搞唔到，佢話太凍喎，點解咧
A hiking map of the region. The upper section is.
咩奇怪嘅？呢個箱咧，好似成日都見到啊，好似有啲古怪。我有啲懷疑係嗰個咩千年集團咧，佢放喺度咧，唔知有啲咩特別作用，做乜嘢啊？咦？做乜攞張明信片出嚟啊？我哋要翻去啊喂！喂，做咩啊？仲北啊！唔好嚇我啊，大佬！翻過去。哦，佢做咗我哋嘅傳送點啊！快速傳送點。哦，翻呢度都要嘅。OK， 咁細嘅地方都需要呢個快速傳送。玩咩？上面呢個咩嚟㗎？哇！我哋可以翻嚟呢度啊！死火咯！會唔會 miss 咗嘢㗎？嗰阿伯走咗喎。我好驚我哋咧偶然要翻嚟攞嘢喎。使唔使咧？好驚！我覺得佢哋可以俾我哋翻嚟係有佢原因嘅。OK， 冇咩特別。原來我哋撳錯掣啊！因為我哋一直都見到佢有個水泡位俾我哋撳，所以我一直都以為佢仲要未整好，但其實係一早已經整好咗。Oh my god！ 有條友搭咗喺度啊 ！Shit！I've
rarely ever been engulfed in a more terrifying, dreadful environment. Not to mention there is a green glow spreading through the fenwoods. Interesting.
唔係話得隕石嘅啫咩？點解有個人死咗喺度啊
？No trespassing. Sensational discovery. Signed, the Paleontological Society of Truberbrook.
Truberbrook。好啦，我哋都要 inspect 一下對鞋。
A pair of bright yellow rubber boots. A flashing reminder to warn the unaware.
好恐怖啊
Let's see if he had anything on him. Only if it helps to clear his identity, of course. An old rusty key.
哇，鎖匙嚟㗎，死咯！會唔會係邊個啊 ？Uncle Hank 啊
？A flashing reminder. He won't be needing these anymore.
哇！你咪咁攞走佢啊
Or did they?
佢隻腳啊，見到啊，骨啊，死咗好耐啦，應該。
Beverly, I took a paddle boat and ventured forth towards the final frontier of this region, a forlorn swamp of ancient origin. On my way, I came across the mortal shell of a lost wanderer. Whether he was led astray by a wisp, or fell victim to this region's mythical beast, the Hook Elf, remains a mystery to be disentangled. I can only hope to be spared of such misfortune.
有啲烏蠅喺度，我覺得嗰個係 Uncle Hank 嚟㗎啦，鎖匙應該係翻去開嘅，係又有呢個箱啊。可能遲啲我哋唔知點樣咧，就要去翻晒呢啲箱度咧去整啲嘢。
Look how they shimmer.
發光蘑菇。
I can't reach them from
頭先咪報紙咪講過蘑菇㗎，我哋冇認真睇啊，但係好似有講過蘑菇嘅新聞。
The meteor must have crashed somewhere around here.
咩嚟㗎？就得我哋喺度發光嘅啫喎。哇
Something's glowing green.
咦？有個半圓嘅球體喎。
Oh, I'm not feeling too well.
做咩啊？搞笑啊！我人係咪青咗啊？定係啲光反射出嚟咋？我覺得我人好似變咗青色咁嘅。你哋覺唔覺？好似嗰啲青色嗰啲光咧黐咗喺我身度咁樣咯。唔知點解喎。Not feeling too well， 我唔知佢咩狀態喎。又可以 call 烏鴉嚟啊！我哋烏鴉大軍。
Beverly, I now stand right in front of the legendary Truberbrook specimen. This close, I find it all the less surprising people here have cultivated the myth of a sea monster.
我諗最主要都係攞鎖匙嘅啫，同埋對 boot 啦，同埋唔知點解好似有啲青色嘅光喺我身度，唔知係黐咗上去定點啊！我哋試下翻一翻去屋企，睇下係咪真係開到嗰道門先。係啦，我哋翻去屋企。如果開到門呢，咁就即係可以。哇！你睇下我人真係發青光啊，大佬啊，青 BB 啊，佢黐咗嗰啲。好似感覺上係黐咗嗰啲外星嗰啲嘢喺度身度，哇！黐孖筋真係好詭異啊！成件事，我個人喺度發緊啲綠色光，搞笑。好，得啊
Perfect fit。
好，你可以入去，但係我哋唔入去住啦。咁啊，今集就差唔多時間啦。咁啊，如果大家中意呢個系列嘅，記得俾個 like 或者 share 俾啲朋友啦。如果想繼續睇其他影片嘅 subscribe 啦，我哋下一集再翻嚟繼續玩 Truberbrook 啦，係咁先，拜拜。